Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. Oh, da doo-dah day.
Hello, folks. I'm Dan Hollifield, and welcome to Last Man Standing. Um, how shall I describe Stupid O'Clock this evening? It's too much to describe. Let me sum up. It was awesomely strange and very, very varied. Um, and that is the absolute beauty of that show. It is either one long running joke or thousands of different in jokes and fun things and awesome discussions rolled into one. This was the latter category. Lots and lots of different stuff rolled into one. It was pretty pretty awesome, actually. If you haven't experienced Stupid O'Clock yet, that would be a good place to start. It's over on Joe Dog's YouTube channel. Um, this one is on my YouTube channel, and it is pretty much the after party for Stupid O'Clock. And we will either continue discussions that got started there or start our own because we're fancy that way. And speaking of fancy, here is Aunt Donna, and here is Emily, and we are just ready to rock. Um, and Lord help me, I don't know what the hell we're going to talk about tonight, but it's hey, I got two beautiful women with me. I am fine.
Oh, Aunt Donna's. Oh, Mom's never experienced the charm of Aunt Donna before. You're gonna love this. She's
Oh.
popping on LMS on YouTube. She's trying to get her iPad figured out.
Hey, I'm still trying to get mine figured out, and I've had one for about 10 years.
So is she.
It either works or it don't. There's no in between. Now, let's see. Zach is doing a Zach is
Rocket
covering a rocket launch right about now, and Joe Dog's going to be right there with him. And Facebook has just reminded me that I need to start a show sometime in the near future. I cannot imagine what that would be. Thank you, Facebook. One day you will actually arrive in the 21st century.
No,
Unfortunately, it'll be the 25th century by that time.
probably.
Oh, Rachel, yes. Hello.
That's my mom. Yeah,
Yes.
Rachel.
Yes. Hello. Nice to meet you. And please feel free to comment. And please forgive me if I'm slow to notice that you have said something because I'm concentrating on your beautiful daughter and her equally beautiful Aunt Donna, honorary aunt. So, how about that Babylonian Tupperware? Okay, that joke didn't work since Saturday Night Live back in the 70s. So
It didn't work
Didn't even work
then.
on
it
SNL.
didn't work
Yeah.
then either. No, but it was worth a revival effort. It did wonders for Ghostbusters. I mean, seriously. Um,
Anyway,
Ladies, what is on your mind tonight?
the usual. But this isn't the green room.
Laundry. I'm doing laundry. I don't know, and food maybe. And stuff I do on the green room that's green that I have to put a sticky note over the camera for.
Well, thank you. My mom may be watching, so I appreciate that. If my mom's watching, I'm going to be dispirited.
Oh no, my mom, me and my mom.
No, not your mom. My
Oh.
mom.
I was gonna say my mom don't have a problem with it.
My mom grew up in the Great Depression. My kind of off the wall smartassery is not going over well with my mom. So
Or your hippiness.
No, now don't use that as an excuse because my mom grew up in the Depression also, and I am what I am because of what she was.
well, same
And that's a
here.
smart ass.
Same here. Now, my mom taught me to be an artist and to a limited extent a musician. She did not mean for me to be a smartass, but Dad had something to do with that somewhere, I'm sure. And genetics are what genetics are. No, I
But I
don't.
can't claim that.
My mom probably does not know this channel exists on YouTube, even though she's got YouTube. If she does, I may have to stand still for a second. I don't know. I won't enjoy it. I won't enjoy it, Donna. No, I won't. Um, Never did. Um,
Not what you said last night.
mm, I would have said anything in order to get you to let go of my ears. Um, See, now this is Dad's influence. Smart ass all the way. But Mom is also a mistress of the witty repartee.
She's a
So,
minister of the witty
no,
repartee.
mistress. Um,
Those are two different things.
My mother was the queen of double entendres.
yeah. Wit and humor runs in both sides of my family. So, and sarcasm runs really deep too. I don't have the faintest idea where it came from. I'm glad it's there because it's become very useful. But then so is
That's what she
industrial
said.
language. Oh yes, I'm very
Good one,
useful.
Mom.
Yes. You
Oh no,
are.
that's what my mom just commented. I love her.
Oh yeah, well, She don't even know me yet, but she thinks I'm useful. All right. Moving on.
Dead.
I can't be bought, but talk to Lindsay. You might be able to rent me on a phenomenal fee. Um,
Oh, Lindsay and I
no.
have already talked.
Yeah, well. Um,
I have permission.
oh, fuck. I'm screwed now.
She
I
thinks I'm.
never expected that. I mean, we're not poly, but ap- apparently I can be had for a significant amount in American Express traveler checks. So,
Well, it helps that she thinks I'm the bee's knees too.
oh, well,
Well,
I
that's
mean,
because you are,
seriously,
Aunt Donna.
Hmm?
what?
You
Why
are
do
the
you
beast.
think you and Carl got the pickles and Dawn got the taco? I mean, seriously.
No, Dawn got the pickles too. She is totally responsible for the pickles and the tacos.
Uh. The what Lindsay mailed out.
Oh, yes,
The
yes,
the
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 little
present.
pickles, yeah.
Yep.
yes,
You
yes.
and you and Carl got the little pickle ornaments for a Christmas tree or whatever. You'll log whatever as long as it's not on fire. And Dawn got the taco, and I'm just going, honey. If they get
Yeah,
these jokes,
I love the
Are they
pickles.
cute?
They're adorable. I saw the pictures, but they're even better on camera. I love them.
Yeah, I'm keeping them in their little packet until I can figure out what to do with it because they're not safe outside of the
from
packet.
The
from the
cats.
cats, yeah.
That little, I had this really cute curio cabinet. It's about maybe a foot tall, and it's made like an old fashioned curio with the rounded glass.
Oh yes. The antiques.
Yes, and it like I say, it's only like a foot, maybe foot and a half tall. It sits on a top of a cute little table. He has figured out how to open that, which okay, he can get on the table next to it. I can understand how he probably finally figured out how to get a claw between it and open it. It is now tied shut, but
Like
he can.
that's going to work with an animal with claws.
And teeth.
It's the best we can do right now.
I know, but they're
But
hacksaws are a thing in cat claws.
but he's got to find it first because it's fishing wire. It's fishing line. It's very
Oh, okay.
filament.
That's a little bit different than a cotton cord. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that
He's
might
got the
actually work.
um. What I we still can't figure out is how he figured out how to open the curio cabinet in the living room because the doors are 4 foot off the floor and there's nothing around to stand on so he can open the door. They do not have knobs on them. Fortunately, it has a key, which I can't find, so I
The
take
cat
that
has it.
shut.
The cat stole the key.
It used to be my mom's. I have a feeling it was lost in a bunch of other stuff when we
Oh, okay.
liquidated the estate.
Yeah.
But yeah, packing tape works really well.
Hey, there are some things that cats cannot overcome. Um,
Look, did you see the video of him opening the drawers in my bureau?
Yeah. I mean, seriously, that was impressive.
I'm sitting there and I hear this noise and I look over and I'm like, you little words I can't say on YouTube.
You can't say shit on YouTube.
That's not the word I use. I use fucker.
Okay.
So yeah, now I have dowel rods through the handles. He'll probably figure he can push those out someday, but right now he's flummoxed.
Flummoxed is a useful thing for a cat to be at times, especially
He's
at a young age.
he's gonna be 2 in a couple of months.
I've got 16-year-old cats. I mean, seriously, try hiding anything from them that they can't break into.
He's
They've
gonna
already
be
experienced the universe. They can undo a combination lock safe.
he's
Seriously.
gonna be a little too busy to be getting into that kind of trouble though here after this weekend. We figure we're gonna have the 2 little kittens from outside in by then. We've gotten them almost in the back porch. We would have had one in. One got totally in. And Carl was standing there holding the door, and he was by himself early one morning. And he had to let them go back out because while Strips was totally inside, little BB only had his head in the door. So he couldn't shut the door without smashing little BB's head, so he had to let him go again. But it was a trust thing, though. They came in. He didn't hurt them. He didn't touch them yet. They're still a little bit, don't touch me. But after we get them in, all we got to do is pick up Kiddo and bring her in because she loves being touched and picked up.
Yep, that's quite like Billy. Billy no mates. This is a feral cat. He loves people.
Mm-hmm.
He loves to be picked up. He loves to be petted. He is just absolutely the most laid back, adorable gunmetal gray that I have ever. Well, no. My lifetime has been on for quite a while, so I've done a couple of gunmetal gray cats, and they have all been extremely laid back. But he is just like, dog, don't test me. And then he'll go and curl up in the back of my knees when I'm laying on the bed, laying on one side. And the dog will be going, oh, I have my parents and I have my kitty and I'm just happy and I just want to stay up all night and party. And Lindsay and I are both going, dog, shut the fuck up and go to sleep. It's 2 a.m. And we got another. Oh, wait a minute. Emily's wanting to come back in. Okay.
My laptop died. Sorry.
I keep forgetting you don't have ops. Sorry. I did hear the ping. My alarm clock only goes off 9 more times before I retire. 9 more times between now and February 8th. So I have to work next week. The week after Christmas, I work 3 days. I work 2 days in 2024, and I am finally free of that drafty old barn that I've been inhabiting on a daily basis since 1978. I started working there before most of my kids were born. My stepkids. I hate that step word. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I have been
Just
working
fill your
there
kids.
since before the parents of the people I am currently working with were born. Um, it makes me feel so old. And they go, "Oh yeah, I was only born in the '90s." I'm going, "Or I was already tired of MTV by then." Um, and people don't even remember what MTV was except for a wrestling channel. Um, Once upon a time, MTV actually showed music videos,
Videos.
nothing else. And you got to see the latest and the greatest of stuff from artists all around the world, some of whom you had never heard of before.
Mom had to turn it off because my brother started dancing like Madonna at like age like 3.
Understandable.
Yeah.
He was like doing the hip thrust on the floor, and she was like, "Nope, we can't watch MTV anymore."
No, nope, 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 nope. He's acting like the cat. Um, oh, Lord. Um, Now, I hate to say this, but Aunt Donna is actually just a teeny tiny fraction older than I am. And we have seen so many changes in society, in world history, in everything. We it's like we stood there and we watched the world go
The shit.
absolutely insane about a dozen times, about every 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and then get better and recover and be really, really neat again. And here is Chris.
Hey,
So,
Hello.
Chris.
How y'all
uh,
doing?
we're doing
Yes.
great except for my monologues. I need some help here, boy. Um,
Why do you have a shit-eating grin?
Look at my tag.
Sincerely, honestly. Oh shit.
Yeah.
that
Joey
explains
the
the
only one that
shitty grin,
books
doesn't
up.
it? And for those of you who don't get it, catch up. Um,
Yep,
and not,
sincerity, honesty, integrity, and trust.
Oh, now I want to change mine. Hold on.
I don't know. I like kick-ass cosmetologist.
Oh, it's
hey, yeah,
charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
Yeah.
Dan just got it. Dan just got it.
Excuse me.
that's a little bit disrespectful to you. I think
Yeah,
you are far more than that.
that's one of the worst adjectives a female can use
That's
upon
not
another
an
female.
adjective, that's a noun.
Okay, noun, adjective, it's a descriptor.
It's one of those words that can be either.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's also one of the worst insults another woman can throw upon another woman.
Said by a man.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, they truly despise that though. So when they use it on another woman, they really have no use for that woman. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
I was gonna say, unless you're British, then that word gets thrown around a lot.
Yeah. So is Rachel your mom?
Hmm.
That's my
All
mom.
right. Well, hello, Rachel. I apologize for my tardiness. I was watching the launch pad.
She was watching Stupid O'Clock as well.
Uh
Rachel, I remember a lot of music video shows back in the day. The Friday Night Videos was one of them. TBS had night tracks. WAGA had their version of music videos, hosted by Craig Ashwood from Q94, which
oh.
later became Star 94.
I have got a box of VHS tapes with videos from my favorite singers from back in the day.
There is a group that I enjoy watching on YouTube called Rob Squad Reactions.
Yes, I just what did you see their reaction to Grand Funk Railroad closer to home?
Not
I'm
yet.
your I'm your
I have
captain.
watched
Yes, it as far as
many
I
of
know
their
it.
videos. I
They
watched a
are
bunch of Who.
absolutely wonderful. They are absolutely wonderful. I've clued them into a few obscure bands, but
Yeah,
I really hesitate to recommend stuff because I'm so old school, and they're now. So
Dan. I got to see them react to Atlanta Rhythm sections. So into you and Imaginary Lovers.
I love that song.
I am
Yep.
pleased.
And I got to watch them react to the Who earlier today. That's
I
the
did
reason why I don't get
It's
on
so
YouTube because
scary
I
that
go
my
down that rabbit
generation
hole.
doesn't know the
I
Who.
did not have time to see that. I saw it was up, but I didn't have time to watch it.
Yeah.
I was really involved in trying to get through my the boat videos that I subscribe to over in England,
Yeah.
and there's oh, there's there's this new guy who talks about military stuff. He's the fat electrician,
Mm-hmm.
and he talks about U.S. military stuff and U.S. military history, and I'm just going, oh Lord, you went there, you actually went there, okay. It's like if there was a green room for military history, he would dominate it entirely.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I got to see some other stuff that they reacted to: Earth, Wind, and Fire, and the Daz
We
Band.
seriously haven't heard of Earth, Wind, and Fire in September. That's a fucking clap. Sorry.
Oh, that was a song that she knew, but they listened to Let's Groove and
Let's Groove is also a classic, and
yeah,
Cool and the
well,
Gang's a classic.
you got to
And
keep in
yes,
Jimi
mind.
Hendrix,
yes,
all of them are. And James
you
Brown.
got to remember they have been born since the 1990s.
They weren't raised right.
No,
Well, their
um,
mom made her listen to some stuff that
yeah,
she wasn't aware that she knew, but she knew them when she heard
What
it.
about Aretha Franklin or anything like that?
Well, I'm sure they listened to
oh,
that, but a lot of their
they have done that. Yes, they and their tastes are so wild and so diverse. They will
and
they will listen to Sinatra,
yeah,
Dean Martin,
No
Frank
kidding.
Zappa. I
their
mean,
musical
everything.
horizons have broadened. They discovered they like
Really,
a lot of bands that they never heard of.
we keep going. Okay, you've heard this now. You're ready for
What
this.
about Queen? Have they heard of Queen?
Yes, they love Freddie
Yes.
Mercury. One of the first presents they got from somebody was a picture of Freddie Mercury in his iconic yellow leather jacket where he's got the mic stand and he's got that look on his face.
That look, yeah, the Frankenfurter look, basically.
Yeah,
Um,
and
and if you don't know Rocky Horror, you don't know Rocky Horror. So, um,
they've also got a
Science fiction
bass
doesn't
guitar
exist.
that's shaped like the axe blade that Gene Simmons sometimes has.
Oh,
Somebody sent him that.
nice.
and pictures of a lot of the people that they have covered for reactions on the walls, and
They do 3.
the wall keeps getting populated with stuff. Sooner or later, it's going to be nothing but pictures.
Yeah, they've got 3 videos they post each day, and they've been doing this for several years now.
Yes,
They have
have.
over 492,000 subscribers.
Which reminds me, if people like what we're doing now, like, share, subscribe, comment, and if you don't, who cares?
Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, really,
Come back
thank you.
again.
Really, come back next week. We'll do this. I won't say sober, but we'll do this again.
Next
Never
Saturday night.
sober.
Oh God.
But yeah, Emily, those two, I get such a kick out of this. And they dig a lot of this stuff. They go into a
That's
lot of
awesome.
like, I don't know what I'm going to think, and they're like, man, this was fire. I love it.
I love that.
Yeah,
Another
check
one
out Rob Squad Reactions. That's definitely
Another
one.
one that I like is college student reactions.
Mhm.
Andy and Alex,
Mm.
they are just right on up there.
And have you heard the charismatic voice?
Yes, I have. And there's another young lady who is an opera singer who reacts to stuff.
No, that's charismatic voice. She's one of them. But
Oh
there's
yeah,
another one.
yeah.
There's another one I like called Rebecca Vocal Athlete.
Now there's one that she's eminently qualified to review music videos, but she analyzes everything. And I'm just going, you're going into too much detail. I'm sorry. This is a little bit more intense than anybody casually watching wants to see. But she's really good at what she does. Um, um, there are others. There are others. Oh Lord, I've got like 100 different music reaction folks um, on my subscribed list. So I see everything they do. And this, hey, I don't just watch boat videos from England. Okay,
Are you sure?
I love boat videos from England. Um, oh, I highly recommend um, Heidi from the pirate boat, the Rum Winch, because not only does she solo up and down the canals in her boat, she composes her own music for her episodes, and she is. I mean, seriously, her music is just next level. I mean, you like mine, you love hers. Oh, what is her last name? I can't remember. Uh, anyway, Heidi, the pirate boat. The Rum Winch is the name of her boat, and it is an antique. It is one of the classic canal boats. She has redone it quite well. Um, I get I get drawn into these canal boat videos where they bought this antique and they're restoring it, and they don't know exactly how to do this, they don't know exactly how to do that, and they just I have learned so much about different ways of doing woodworking and plumbing and electrical wiring, and just God only knows. It's been so educational, and there are so many folks that are such outstanding characters that you don't care about if they're rebuilding their boat or not. You just want to see what their most recent adventure has been. Uh, Narrow escape. Um, 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 there's one that actually subscribed to us here. Um, uh, Narrow Liberty. Uh, Lady from Texas, guy from England, on a canal boat in England, and they are funny as all get out. I swear, there's so much humor involved. Um, mm, Enough about my favorite obsession. I'm not building a man with long blonde hair and tan,
Are
and he's
you
not
sure?
good
In
for
just
leaving
7
my
days and
attention.
7 nights?
Mm,
Can you make us a
subscriptions.
man?
Kind of happy with you as you are.
Fritz can.
Yeah, Fritz. Yeah. Mm. Oh, have you heard that story? Once, not long after Fritz and Stacy got married, Fritz was looking for a dresser drawer to store stuff, and she opened the drawer, and there was a Merry Widow corset and fishnet stockings and high heel shoes, and she goes, "Okay, message Fritz," while he was at work, and goes, I don't. I know this is part of your past, but you think you could, kind of get rid of your former girlfriend stuff? And Fritz goes, "That's mine from when I'm doing Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror." With no shame whatsoever. If you know Fritz, no shame whatsoever is Fritz's base state. I mean, seriously. And they both laughed about it later, but it was just one of those things where if if he had not come up with the proper reply, that marriage might have gotten derailed there. But thankfully it didn't, because they're a lovely couple.
Those
Absolutely.
two are so perfect for each other.
I love them both. I love them both. They're just like uh, uh,
All the great
Boomer,
couples.
Boomer and Susan. Um, Perfect. I mean, absolutely perfect for one another. Um, is it Susan? Did I misremember her name?
You talking about Susan and Boomer Hall?
Yeah, I was hoping I remembered her name right.
Yeah, it was
Apparently,
right.
I did. Thank God. Um, oh, they're just absolutely wonderful people. If you ever get a chance to meet them, they're absolutely awesome. Boomer has been overcoming all kinds of odds for years and years and years, and that man is Superman reborn. I tell you right now. And Susan is just absolutely the strongest woman I have ever met, because she's helping Boomer cope with all this crap he's having to live through, and
Yeah.
just unconditional love, left, right, and center.
Yep.
Just that I cannot say enough about them both. They're just,
Yeah.
you know. But Chris, you know me. We know a lot of the same people. They
Yeah.
overlap a lot. There's an incredible number of folks that we have met through the convention circuit that are just so.
That our lives have been enriched for knowing them.
Oh, good Lord, yes, they are so awesome, and you're just so happy that
Oh, kitty cat.
Yep, Glabby's sitting on my lap.
okay.
Oh,
By the way, Stephanie says hello to everyone.
Which step?
Hello,
hello,
Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Osborne.
Oh, yes, okay. Thank you, Stephanie. Oh,
Kiri.
Kiri.
Hey, Kiri.
Yeah.
Kiri.
Your Advent days are going well. I've been seeing you've been posting the like hacking stuff.
Now,
Um,
Megan Stephanie just had a birthday here this week, didn't she?
yep,
Oh,
she
that's
did. She had a great
she-
day. She was
she
very
is a
happy.
Oh, I
Good.
love that girl. She is just absolutely sweet. I love her. And not just because she feeds me.
Yeah.
And very well.
She's also got a sweet mischievous streak, which
Oh,
makes her
Lord,
even more adorable.
nice legs, too.
Yeah, she's tall.
I know. That staircase goes all the way up to heaven.
Woo.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
you would have
sorry.
been jealous. You would have been jealous at the Christmas party, Dan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I had her on one side of me and Robin on the other side of me,
You bastard.
surrounded by two Amazons.
What is going on?
Oh, yes, I am jealous.
So,
But
so do we need to enroll them in the cult of Chris?
No, they founded it.
I thought
I
Don
think
and
they
I
were already
founded it.
fans before the
No,
cult
you
ever
just
got it.
found it. You didn't found it.
That's okay. We're the ones that have the T-shirt.
And you're the ones that named it. I don't think there was an official name for it before you named it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely right. Ouch. I was using that hand.
Hey, I appreciate any fans I get.
Pretty soon you're gonna have a bunch of ladies and one man wearing that shirt. We love
I
the
don't know.
CFC.
I wouldn't put it past Rich to wear the shirt just to embarrass the hell out of me.
Hey,
Okay, two men.
it's as long as it's not John.
Oh, John ain't gonna wear that shirt.
Oh no.
No, it would draw attention away
Hell
from
will
him.
freeze over before John wears that shirt.
One would hope. Oh,
Carrie, when we get the when we get the shirts ready, you need. I love the COC shirt.
Yeah, your VTuber needs one of the shirts.
oh Lord.
Richie is
Our fan
guiding
club is
them
made
now.
up of Russian bots.
Now, Rachel, ask Emily. It'll be all right. It's all right. Don't worry. It's nothing weird. Well, I say that. Okay, it's weird, but it's
It's not too cringeworthy.
Oh, my mom knows me. I'm
Damn,
very
we
fucking
need to work.
weird.
We need to work harder at it if it's not cringeworthy yet.
let's just say my friend Chris is one of the handsomest devils,
It just cracked me up when
Ever
Julia
been
said,
born.
"I'd wear that shirt."
and he has this unimaginable power over women.
Mm, mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Not that you don't have the power of your own there, Dan.
Um, I have the voice.
Oh, you definitely have the voice.
You have a
Mhm.
baritone voice. That's ugh.
We all know how women like those deeper voices.
Bases.
Mm.
Yeah, but
Oh, Emily, if you ever get the chance, go see
Chris,
Home Free.
Chris has the cute.
Anything with Sam Elliott.
That
Basement.
too.
Gone.
Um,
I resemble that remark.
yeah. Uh, Home Free is an a cappella group, and when Tim hits that bottom note, you can see the waves coming up through the seats. And then when it hits your seat, you're like, oh, yeah.
I was always a fan of rockapella when they sang "Where in the World." It was Carmen Sandiego.
Um, for me, it was the
I
Oak
love you,
Ridge,
Carrie.
the Oak Ridge Boys, and oh bugger, why can't I remember the rest? Ah,
That would be cringeworthy.
no, Chris, Kerry, you don't hand out shirts, you hand out towels, towels. Um,
Ooh, well, I'll have to talk to Rich about that.
Or socks.
Towels with
Rich,
We
Rich
Love
is going to go through
TOT.
what money he's got if he keeps you keep that up.
yeah.
Now,
Hey,
he's only designing them. They're going to fix it so you can call up the place and go, I want this one, and then you pay for it and
Oh,
it
so
gets
you're going
done
to
for
have
you.
a thing on Teespring to order it from.
Yeah. Yeah. My mama only raised one fool, and he don't live in this house. You don't
you
spend
Mhm.
you
shouldn't
don't
talk
spend
about Carl
money.
that way.
My mama didn't raise Carl.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
y'all don't spend your own money if you can get somebody else to spend money.
Yeah. Oh. Rachel, I hope we haven't scared you off yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Kiri and Rachel, y'all really need to hit that like button while you're in there, please.
Yep.
Please, Mom. Do you love me?
Wait a minute, that's unfair.
Yeah, you're quite lovable.
Yes, she is.
And still no like. No, I'm kidding.
And still only the one, yes.
Yeah.
Oh well.
That's a deep subject. Wet one if it ain't dry.
Yeah. If you're lucky, it's
Do
got water in it. If you're really lucky, it's got oil in it.
mm,
Yeah. Depends on how deep you can drill.
That's what
that's
she
just hot
said.
sauce when you add water.
Oh, please. Oh, yeah.
Well, Emily, I guess we'll see where you stand.
Mhm.
Is standing involved? I didn't
She hit
realize.
the
I
like
have to
button
hit
and she
this.
And
subscribed. Excellent, Rachel.
Well,
Get
thank
it.
you, Rachel.
We just need 10,000 more and we might get mine.
Oh Lord. Ah yes. Now I know. Oak Ridge Boys and the Statler Brothers.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the two. I mean, parallel, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
this absolutely lovely, not only pop, but gospel. And
Country.
Country, yes. So alike
Okay,
and yet so
yeah.
different.
But they both have this incredible bass singer
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
that can melt panties at 6 miles from the stadium they are performing in.
Hmm.
And the Oak Ridge boys have that silver haired, salt and peppered, long haired, bearded guy.
Yeah.
Hey, not all of them are still with us in either group. But
Hmm.
Yeah, well, I think they've officially retired now.
I think they both have already
Yeah.
officially retired now.
I don't know,
But
but
that
the
that is what I aspired to be when I actually thought I could sing. Um,
I don't know, but the Oak Ridge boys teamed up with Home Free to do a an Elvira video that
Oh,
was so excellent.
I shall return. I've got to go down the hall real quick.
I bet the deep part of that song was something else between those two.
Hmm.
There were probably some reverberations in those seats for that one.
I'll bet.
Thank you, Rachel. We
The,
appreciate that.
they made it kind of a not exactly a
Traditional
battle sort of
performance of it.
thing.
Yeah.
One time, like one member of one group would do it while his counterpart watched on,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'd switch. And the next time, like say it was a tenor, the next
Mm-hmm.
time the tenor part come up, then they'd switch to the other tenor.
Okay.
It
Cool.
was really neat. Yeah.
It was sharing. Um, I can't remember if Dan left his earpiece on or not.
I was wondering.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I really want to wait till he gets back to tell him this because he'll enjoy this. Well,
If he's got his earpiece in, though, maybe we can make him miss like Don and I did one night.
Oh, it wasn't so much funny as it was cool.
Oh, okay. We'll let him get back then.
Yeah. Because I definitely don't want him to miss out on hearing this. I
The
don't want to tell him
Oh, we
twice.
were talking about okay.
only 10 and a half more months till Halicon.
Yeah.
No, I
It's,
wish I could go, but that's literally like peak season for me.
Mm,
yeah. Well, we would love to have you there.
I do a lot of makeup, and that's the time of the year when haunted houses and everything are up and
Mhm.
running.
totally understand, yeah.
So I'm there in spirit.
We may do another live stream from it this
That was fun, yeah.
Yes, yes, it was.
Yeah, hopefully I won't be as exhausted this time.
Hopefully, Joe Dog won't try to kill himself this time.
Yep. I don't know if you had your earpiece in or not, Dan. When she
yes,
was
I
talking
did.
about-
Yes, I did. I was standing there going, "If you make me miss the toilet,
No, it wasn't
I
that.
am going to spank each and every one of you
Yeah,
individually and collectively."
I was just
Not
wanting to
in a
tell you
fun
a cool
way.
story based upon what she was talking about between the two groups, taking turns sharing spots in the scene of Elvira.
It does sound like it would have been an awesome performance. I wish
Oh, it
that
is.
if
It's on
there's
YouTube.
if there's a YouTube recording of that, I really need the link because those are two of my favorite groups. Even though I am more of rock and roll sort of guy, but the
Yep.
country gospel was a big part of my childhood.
Well,
I used to have to I used to enjoy
mhm.
being at my one of my dad's mother's house, and we watched something called the Gospel Music
Yeah,
Jubilee,
I'm pretty sure I know which scheduling conflict it is, Gary.
and
Not happy about that.
Oak Ridge Boys and Statler Brothers were on there, as well as
Holy
other
God,
people
there's
that
about
weren't so.
five.
Well, they were equally talented, just not so impressive in their vocal um, uniqueness. Um, and I'm just going Oak Ridge Boys. Daddy worked there. Um, Statler Brothers, right next door. Um, if I could sound anything close to what their bass singers would
Mm.
sound, I probably wouldn't. Not the green room, not the green room, not the green room. I probably would have had a more successful romantic life at a much earlier age.
You know, Jimmy Vaughn and Stevie Ray Vaughan were brothers.
Oh, hell yeah.
Um, they did a song together called TikTok.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if it was that one or another one on the album, but they actually shared the same guitar and they passed it back and forth between each other on the song.
I have not seen that, but I know just exactly how impressive it would be. Um,
Now, I
Jimmy
don't know if
worked.
they did it live, but they did it when they recorded it.
Jimmy worked with Fabulous Thunderbirds for a
Thunderbirds,
little
yeah.
while, and Stevie Ray had his own stuff. And then, okay, best I have seen Stevie Ray, Jimmy, Fabulous Thunderbirds.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Stevie Ray, Double Trouble, Jimmy, Fabulous Thunderbirds
Mm-hmm.
was was an Austin City Limits performance, which is where most of the videos of Stevie Ray came from on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
That one night.
Are you familiar with the guitarist? Oh, Charlie Sexton.
Say the name again.
Charlie Sexton.
It sounds really familiar. Yeah.
He had his first big hit was "Beat So Lonely." If you watched the movie "Some Kind of Wonderful," it's a
Yeah.
John Hughes film. You remember when the guy was going to jump Eric Stoltz's character and his buddy that he made in the film through the artwork because he was drawing and his buddy was using his knife to carve stuff into the desk. And his buddy popped in about the time where the bully was going to mess Eric Stoltz up. And he was like, "This is a misunderstanding." He's like, "No, I'm here to kick your ass. I know it. You know it. Everybody here knows it." And then they play that song in the background. He actually was so good at playing guitar. He actually made it feel like the guitar was in pain, feeling emotion for a
Oh
song.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, he formed a band with some other folks. It was a short-lived project that was basically a tribute to um, Stevie Ray Vaughan dying, called the Archangels,
Yeah.
and they had some pretty good stuff too.
Um, there was something I saw a long time ago. You can probably still find it.
Mm-hmm.
B.B. King and Bonnie Raitt.
Yeah.
Good God, that was awesome.
Well, you know, Joe Bonamassa got his big start with touring with BB King. And seeing them two. And oh, speaking of which, earlier we was talking about Rob Squad reactions. They did a
Yeah,
reaction to BB King and Eric Clapton was riding with the King.
I haven't watched that one yet. I have seen it, but I haven't watched it yet. I haven't
Oh, it's
had
good.
time. Um, I got so much shit I've got to do, and really quickly, and I'm going. I'm trying to eat pizza here, but no, I've got to be responsible. Um,
Have you seen Joe Bonamassa and Beth Hart play I'll Take Care of You?
no, no, I
Oh,
haven't.
dude.
I
I
haven't.
got to send you that video.
I
That
had,
is awesome.
yeah, send me the link. I'll have to look that up. Um, what was it? What was it? Um, oh, anniversary of my dad's death was
Mm.
a couple of months ago. Um, Justin Hayward, theme from Star Cops, the really good version.
Any Moody Blues, Justin Hayward?
That's the one.
Yeah.
It's called "It Won't Be Easy." Every year, well, not every year, lots of times I listen to
Mm.
that, but on near the anniversary because I don't really want to peg down the actual date.
Yeah.
I don't want that to be on my calendar.
Yeah.
Uh, but every once
There's
in a while, I will go back and I will
some,
play the best version of that. And
some of the best tributes I've heard to fathers passing away. Rick Springfield's got one. I think it's just the date of his father's death. Um, Melissa Etheridge had one called "The Letting Go."
well, that's one reason why I don't. I hope my mom doesn't ever look me up on Facebook or YouTube
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, because there's so many there's so many things that are intensely meaningful to me
Mm-hmm.
that she would find overwhelming because
Yeah.
it's mom, you know.
Yeah.
She and I are like, oh Lord. Well, she's my mom.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, you think I'm a smartass? Um, but
You
mom's
got a double
polite.
dose of it, didn't you?
Mom's polite. I'm not. So,
Mhm.
And that's
uh,
what we love about you.
Yeah. And
oh,
the last one I was going to mention was Neil Sean's with Journey's "Living to Do."
oh yeah, yeah.
Really powerful songs about the loss of a parent,
There, there,
specifically father.
there's been several things about Rush that have come out lately. I keep meaning to watch them, but they're really long, and I don't have time because always I've got to go to work, so I can't watch anything.
Well, I didn't get to
Um,
read the whole story, but I saw a headline where apparently Neil Peart did some performances after Rush did their final show, and Geddy Lee was a little bit resentful about it.
but Neil was the one that wrote most of the music or most of the lyrics.
Yeah. They all had a hand in the music, but yeah, he did a
Yeah.
lot of
Hey, there's no way you could produce all that with one mind. That
Yeah.
has to be a collective mind. Um, but his was the science fiction influence between that determined a
Mhm.
lot of the directions of the lyrics and whatnot for almost every album they had up until he passed away,
Yeah.
and maybe even later because there's got to be stuff in the can
Well,
that has not been released yet.
I don't think he was the original drummer, and they really didn't start to come together as a threesome until he joined the band. I mean, he joined them pretty early, but there was somebody beforehand, and they didn't really start taking off till he came into the band.
That's okay. I'm just going. I wish you hadn't said threesome with Donna in the room. Um,
I'm sitting over here behaving myself.
I know,
Yeah,
but
dude, I wasn't even thinking about that.
I'm not. But not the green room. Not the green
No,
room.
it's
Please
not the
don't give me
green room.
straight lines. Oh,
And I thought I had corrupted you enough, Chris. I'm going to have to work on that, aren't I?
Yeah, well.
Rachel, I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. I'm very, very sorry. I'm actually a nice guy. If you ever get to know me,
Don't worry, Donna. I'm just behaving till the green room tomorrow night.
No,
And I'm not
promises.
I'm not
disbehaving.
working
Yeah,
tomorrow,
disbehaving. That's what
Ooh.
we all are.
so I can come in early.
I'll be waiting.
Ooh.
I may have to open that up early.
Yeah,
I got a little
7:30 Central's good enough.
surprise for Joe Bachman, a little payback.
Uh-oh.
Well, Joe was the one that introduced me to the white chocolate covered strawberry cream moonshine that I got plastered on one night. 'Cause I don't care what Joe Dog says. You drink a quart of that flavored moonshine. I got more plastered off of that than I got off of that quart of moonshine he made.
Yeah, well.
So yeah, I found something at the store the other day
That probably wasn't one of Joe's stronger batches, to be honest with you.
that I'm gonna
Doesn't matter.
introduce
It's
Joe
exactly
to.
the same.
And thanks for introducing me to that moonshine.
Okay.
Well, you can't actually because if he ever drinks anything again, he will die. Seriously, his liver will not take anything else.
Yeah,
We got to be very careful around Joe Dog,
yeah.
which means I've got to drink up anything that's left after Halicon and make sure that Joe Dog doesn't get a chance to lay his hands on it.
Yeah.
Although I have learned when it's time to empty the keg, pour it down the drain. It's not going to be good the next day, much less 2 weeks later. When I'm,
Fuck off here. Not you, sorry. Sorry. Cat's fighting. I had to squirt. Mocha, because her and Calliope fight.
and you're also eating pizza or something, because I was going, what freaking language is this? Lesser Urdu or what? And no, I'm not picking on you, Emily.
Oh, no, I know you're not.
Not the green room. Not the green room. Not the green room.
Save it for tomorrow.
Y'all forget I'm autistic, so this shit just goes like straight over my head.
Not all of it, I've noticed.
Not all of it, no, but I've gotten better at picking it up. I'm getting better.
You're a high functioning autistic if you're autistic.
I'm very high functioning, yeah, except when I'm not. Except when I'm not.
Look, we all have our moments. It doesn't matter how old or what you got going on upstairs.
Mm, what matters
Apparently,
is what you got going on downstairs.
Yeah.
Amen. And I just got Bush Sr. and Jr. out of office.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm going on vacation.
No, Dan. Not the green
Dan.
room, Dan.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, Dan.
He's getting ready to queue
Don't
up by
hurt
the second
yourself.
fire down below.
Don't hurt yourself, Dan. See that for me.
That was even better, Aunt Donna. Ma, you see why I like Aunt Donna so much.
let's just say lickety split and leave it at that.
Yeah, I love to see you sweat.
I can't say it out loud, but I will put it private chat.
I can't put it in private chat, but I'll say it out loud.
Emily, do you play euchre?
Yeah, I do.
This is my euchre playing shirt. Friend made it for me.
Nice.
On the back it says euchre is just like sex. If you don't have a good partner, you better have a good hand.
Amen. It's not the green room, sorry, Ma. You've never been in these chats before. You don't know what it's like. This is what it's like.
Oh, this is
A
yeah.
tip of the iceberg.
Wait till you get to a green room.
Rachel, we skate the ice between double entendre, triple entendre, quadruple entendre, and oh, you're so hot. All at the same time, while trying not to say anything
Do you like
that
that about it?
We'll get us
that my
demonetized.
kids would understand, except my oldest daughter is like 55, and she would
my God.
definitely understand what I'm. Oh, and the other two oldest are 46, and the next oldest is.
I'm probably going to surprise some folks tomorrow night.
I'm sorry, I can't remember all of my children's ages, but I plead the fifth because I wasn't invited to their conceptions. They are all stepchildren, so it, I need a spreadsheet to keep track of them all.
Shoot.
Seriously,
Mine aren't steps, and I still don't remember all of them. One brother had 4, the other brother had 3. You take that times the spouses, and then they had kids.
well, Lindsay is my third wife, and hopefully my forever wife. All right, don't give me any shit. I will draw down on your ass. But before that, there was Pretty Girl who passed away, and
You think I fucking won't?
that I'm trying to think of a polite way to describe my first wife. Um,
I don't think there is a polite way to describe your first wife.
I'll make the attempt. Domestic violence is a way of life. First wife, and she was the perpetrator. No,
No.
no. That's why she was divorced. Second wife passed away on me unexpectedly through let's just say I'm a very strong supporter of mental health care. And my third wife, Lindsay, who is absolutely my soulmate that I have been looking for all my life. Um, Sorry about the failed attempts on the way, but um, I like girls. I really, really, really like girls. So, I tried and I tried and I tried, but I was never adult enough to get it together until I have
Well, at
this
least you got it
this
right. There's some
amazing yes, at least I got it right. Um oh
I'm
seriously,
sorry,
some folks
but
never do.
talking about getting it right reminds me of an acquaintance. I won't call him a friend. He was weird, even too weird for me. But he was on his third wife by the time he was 35, and talking about divorce. And I'm like, why even bother getting married? And he says, well, I'm going to do it till I get it right. Fourth wife shot him. Fortunately, didn't kill him, but
Mm-hmm.
I think he's on his sixth wife by now.
well, and practice makes perfect eventually.
Hopefully.
Sometimes.
I mean, hey, if you can survive it, it counts.
Hey, some folks are just dumbasses and never learn.
Yeah, well,
Well, yeah, that's true too. I hate to think that someone would class me in that
No, I'm not
category,
talking to
but
you, Dan. It didn't
no,
take
no,
you
no,
six
no,
wives.
no. Believe me, 1 and 2 would probably put me into that. What the fuck were you thinking category?
Well, Dan, like I said, we all have moments where we were like, "What in the hell were we thinking?" But
mm-hmm.
the point is not to constantly have them all your life.
Yeah,
Eventually, you did stuff that was right, and you made good choices.
Well,
Some folks never reach that level.
with
true.
me, it is. I did what I did. I understand what I did. It didn't work. Backed off. Tried again.
Damn.
Didn't quite make it. Backed off. Did it again. Nailed it.
Hey, third time's the charm.
Yeah. Dan, one of
Uh,
my favorite uh, guitarists and lead singers of a band, is older than I realized he was old. That old. Dave McAnety from Y&T just
Yeah.
turned 70.
Good Lord. Now you're talking about the age of the guys in Yes.
Well, like I said,
age of
I love
about all
Y&T.
the good rockers.
It's wait a minute, wait a minute. I just got a flash in the back of my mind.
Uh-oh.
Is Rick Wakeman still alive? I
Yes.
thought he passed away.
No. Bill
Thank
Bruford,
God.
I think, has passed away.
Bill Burford,
Chris
yeah.
Squire has passed away.
Yes. I realized that. I was just going, oh my God.
I'm
We've
not sure if Alan White has or not.
we've lost uh, Keith Emerson
And Greg Lake.
and Greg Lake. My God,
But
the
Carl Palmer is still
smoothest
alive.
guy. Yeah, Carl. I keep get he's on my friends list.
Mhm.
I keep getting the announcements for all his upcoming shows. And I'm going, keyboard players are my jam. Now,
Mhm.
I've already lost so many. When Rick goes, oh God, I'm gonna be heartbroken because prog rock has always been a big part of my musical thing, along with other genres. Don't get defensive. Um, I like
No, I was just thinking Elton John's gonna be a huge loss for me.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not
Well,
only
he'll be a huge loss for everybody because he's cultural, like David Bowie was cultural
Mm-hmm.
across so many different genres.
Jeff
Um,
Downs is still alive.
who?
Jeff Downs.
Refresh my
Asia,
memory.
yes. The
Oh,
Buggles.
oh, oh, yeah, yeah.
Jeffrey
Okay.
Downs.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I was just I was off in the left field, um, which is a good
His
place
side
to be
project
because
with John Wetton called Icon.
with John Wetton. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. Um, if you don't have my fascination with King Crimson, you would
Robert
not
Franklin Company.
as regularly recognize John Wetton as I do, because I know this guy is next level. Along with everybody else that Prevenito ever worked with, and yes, I realize I'm slurring, but my neck hurts. I've been trying to give myself a
Self
Not long.
medication.
painkiller.
Not long now,
Um,
baby.
Yeah, only 20, no, 38 minutes.
the sh- the show that never ends is not going to end the pain in the back of my neck. And thankfully, I don't have to go to work in the morning because
Yep.
I was prescient enough to schedule every Friday off for the rest of this year.
Fuck
Yep.
yeah,
Um,
as you should.
but I work 4 days next week, 4 days, 3 days the week after that because I'm off Christmas. I'm off New Year's Day. I go in January 2nd and turn in a huge heap of paperwork I have already written out for all my vacation time for 2024.
Bless you.
And then February 8th, I show up at the factory and go, kiss my
Fuck
ass
you
goodbye.
guys, I'm out.
Mhm.
I will miss a lot of the people that I have worked with over the years.
Oh, you
Most
don't gotta lie.
No. It's no lie. I will miss a lot of the people I work with right now because they are great people. But most of the folks that I will miss have already retired and I'll never see them again.
Mm.
We don't live anywhere near each other. Probably would only run into each other at some big box store somewhere nearby. But the new kids that have started working, they're great kids. They're great kids. I wish that we had been allowed, because
Hmm.
company would not let us teach them our tricks and tips, so that their job would be easier and more
Productive,
meaningful. Yeah, no,
Mm-hmm.
not productive, but more meaningful. As
efficient
far
too.
as, far as the the product being good, we
Yeah.
would have been able to make them be able to make it better. But we weren't allowed because management wants to train our replacements their way.
Young and dumb and willing to obey them unquestionably.
Young, dumb, and full of it, to quote Adamant, which is a great
Hmm.
song. But no, it's more like
He's
plight.
going on tour next year, by the way.
Hmm? Adam,
Adam Ant's going on tour next year, by the way.
you know he's only 3 years older than I am.
You know,
Exact same birth date.
Dan, you know who else is going to be on the same ticket next year?
If you say Roseanne Barr, I'm going to shoot her.
No, these are music acts. I'm glad you're sitting down. Def Leppard, Journey, Steve Miller Band, Heart, and Cheap Trick, all on the same bill.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's
I
the
was
stadium tour.
I was never a big Journey fan. I recognize their quality. It's just it didn't mesh with me. But Heart, oh my God.
Mm.
Um,
Can't believe you
Steve
didn't like
Miller,
Journey.
Steve
Hmm.
Miller,
Steve Miller,
Steve
man.
Miller's Steve Miller's one of those folks that's, unless you have researched his career and
Yeah,
his repertoire, you do not realize how good he is. He's like
I
he's
think he's
like
Les
Jimmy
Paul's nephew.
he's like Jimmy Buffett. You don't realize exactly how much he contributed to your life until you go into the catalog and look it up. Les Paul's nephew?
I think so.
That explains a lot of guitar tricks. Oh my
Dan, are you a
God.
parrot head?
Um,
Everybody
not
is to some degree.
not to
Yeah.
not to an extreme. I appreciate the talent and the humor, um, but my interest went elsewhere.
Yeah.
Now,
Go to
um,
one of his burger places, one of his cheeseburgers in Paradise. He actually made a food chain restaurant out of that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
Margaritavilles are
yeah.
awesome,
I would love that. I would love that.
and
Um,
they've actually got specific margarita recipes that are awesome.
Yeah.
I've been to the one in Vegas.
And they have the coral reef. He has a strand called the coral reefer. He has stuff. Yeah.
oh God, um, Emily,
Just a
I
He
mean,
lot
built
of.
an empire.
there's a King Crimson concert that was recorded that I'd like to recommend to you, because that would help you understand one of my musical tastes. And let me see if I can pull that up.
I was
Um,
gonna say I've listened to King Crimson before.
You know, they are
oh well,
probably one of the godfathers of progressive rock.
Well, and lots of other stuff too. I mean, um, Greg Lake and
Yeah.
a lot of other folks. Whenever Robert Fripp decided he was going to do another album,
Mm-hmm.
he just goes, "Okay, I'm going to be in the studio. Y'all come," and everybody would show up. And I mean, we're talking about people that were in Yes. We're talking about people that were in, um, oh Lord, about 6 or 8 different bands that
Hey,
were
Bubba.
huge. And
Yeah, that's cold.
when Robert Fripp goes, I'm going to do another album. You up? They come running. They
Yep.
they came running. About half of them are gone now,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But it's just,
I meant to
uh,
ask you, Dan,
yeah.
what is your opinion of John Lord of Deep Purple?
He's in Deep Purple. What do I need to say? Um, Geez, everybody
Sadly,
in
he
Deep
passed
Purple,
away a few years ago, but
everybody in Deep Purple was next level. I mean, seriously. The writing, the performance, the actual no, live stuff,
yep.
next level, next level. I mean, seriously.
You were talking about King Crimson. I actually have the vinyl record of I forgot the name of the album. It's the one with the screaming face on it. The or whatever.
Court of the Crimson King.
Yep.
I know that. I know King Crimson albums. Believe me, I may be a little bit too intoxicated to talk clearly at the moment, but yeah, in the Court of the Crimson King, that is one of the best ones. Um, there is oh oh, is this the right one?
Oh, you
I'm
got a tabby as well.
I'm
Mhm.
looking. Oh no. Uh, okay, that's one song, but it's
This is Bubba, aka
Oh,
Red.
Bubba. Bubba
Mhm.
is adorable.
Yeah, he's a mischievous little shit.
all right. I think this is correct. I I'm gonna try and post it, but let's see. Um, all right, I got it down as myself. Um, now this link, if it works for y'all, should be an entire King Crimson concert, and it is. If it's the one I think
Mm-hmm.
it is absolutely awesome. And you can tell Bill Witten's there, Bill Bruford is there. Um, it's the only band I know of that has 3 drummers, and all of them are doing different stuff.
Mm.
EOL.
See, I
Uh,
remember 38 Special when they had 2 drummers.
yeah. Now, the only thing more impressive than that is there was a concert called Concert for George for George Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
It is about 6 to 8 hours long. Every single bit of it is worth listening to.
Especially Prince playing While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
Hmm.
Oh, I
Yeah,
fucking love Prince.
but they're
He
they're
shows out on that guitar solo.
he
He does.
does he
Yeah.
does. I'm not
Shows out on
particularly fond of
everything.
Prince as a person, but as a musician, he's damn good.
The artist formerly known as Prince.
He did that for he did that for his
That was
music rights.
contractual. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
music
I know.
rights chicanery. But yeah, the joy on Danny Harrison's face, George's son, when
Yes.
he starts playing is just
Now it's on YouTube in 4 parts. I would recommend you watch all 4 parts beginning to end.
yeah.
It is breathtakingly amazing. Now, some of it is not going to be to your liking, or some of it is going to be outside your wheelhouse because George experimented with different kinds of music, different genres,
Little
different
squirted.
instrumentations, and whatnot. But it's just,
Oh, equalizer. Sorry.
good Lord. I mean, it's intense. It
Hmm.
really is.
No,
I highly recommend it. I also highly recommend um, Louis' Birthday in the Park
yeah.
with David Bowie. That's another totally different thing. But
Was
if you if
Brian
you like
Eno
David Bowie,
in King Crimson most of the time?
um, Fripp and Eno have a working relationship where they do duo albums.
Okay.
Fripp writes stuff, Eno plays stuff. Other people from
Join in.
lots of different genres join in, and it is amazing work. Uh, it will it will twist your mind and tie it into a little bow tie knot and let you drift along um, in the depths of ambient sort of introspective shit. And I do mean introspective shit because it's not all top notch, but it is all worthwhile to listen to. Frippinino put out like 4, 5, 6, 7 albums together. Um,
Dan, I just thought of a triple bill concert that you would have loved if it had ever happened.
hit me with your best shot.
Hawkwind, King Crimson, and Yes.
Motherfucker, I am there. Where can I get the tickets?
I don't know that it ever happened, but if it was, you would have been there or tried your damnedest to be.
Oh, shit. Back when Lemmy was still alive, too? Yeah. Um, oh, okay. There is, for adults only, there is a Hawkwind concert online on YouTube. The reason it's adults only is Stacia is unclothed in parts of it, and Stacia was the interpretive dance partner for Hawkwind back in the day. And basically, I've heard it said, okay, I'm just going to have to lay this right on out there. It's late enough at night. It's my show. Stacia's tits would enter the room 3 days before she did. amazingly beautiful woman. But still, even even when she had clothes on instead of body paint, uh, more Mother Goddess than Betty Page.
Wow, that's saying something.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but Stacey had a fuller figure. Betty Page was um, the girl next door.
Yeah.
Um, Stacia was the girl you wish was next door. Um, and and it's not in a prurient way. It's kind of this was that particular part of the 70s, and the band was taking off, and they didn't ask her to do this. She just showed up one day and took her clothes off and started dancing in front of the band while they were playing. And they go, "You're hired."
We're not gonna say no to that.
Mm-hmm.
Hell no.
No.
Okay, here you go. Imagine if Dolly Parton was an exotic dancer that liked rock and roll.
Elvira.
No, Dolly Parton. Um, that's Stacia. Um,
What about
didn't sing, didn't play any instruments, just danced in front of the band. Sometimes she wore clothes.
so sort of like a dirty version of Morgana the Kissing Bandit?
Well,
Not that quite that disproportionate as Morgana was.
eh, but the thing is, the point that I take offense at is dirty. I mean, she was. It was the 70s. They were all tripping balls. I mean, seriously, they were all on acid.
She was
Um,
erotic.
she was. She was sensual without being erotic.
Okay. So sensual eye candy.
Yeah, it was artistic, not lewd.
Yeah, I get it.
Uh, although any teenage boy in the audience is going, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
And they had some
this
cool background music in
this must be what dating Aunt Donna is like."
it.
Oh no, that was freeform. I'm sorry, Donna. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Just remember, Aunt Donna's easy. She's just not cheap.
Oh wow.
Uh,
Dickie Betts turned 80 years old 2 days ago.
God, I didn't. I'm still astonished that anybody from Allman Brothers is still alive. Oh, got to remember their heydays were when I was in high school, and now
Mm-hmm.
it's their kids that are out there doing the stuff.
Yeah. Um, of course Warren Haynes is doing government mule stuff and his solo stuff.
Warren Zevon never had any kids, did he?
Yes, he had kids. In fact, he made videos for his kids
Really?
while he was dying. Yes.
I
He
was
made
not aware that he was such a private guy.
Yeah, he made videos for. I know there was one where he was doing an instructional video of shaving for his kid because he knew he wasn't going to be around for his kid reaching that age.
Okay. I was
because
not
I believe he
aware.
had cancer.
I, for some stupid reason, I thought he had never. I mean, been married several times, but had never had kids. That was presumptuous of me, but um, then
I,
again,
I,
I don't like to try to pry into the private lives of
yeah,
the people whose music I appreciate.
I don't know that his child will sing, but Steve Perry wound up having a kid.
Well, if those pipes got passed along, it'd be a real waste if the kid
Yeah,
never decided to sing. But
if nothing else, maybe that kid passes the genetics on to their offspring, and
yeah, yeah.
they bless the world with their gift. Because say what you want to about Journey, Steve Perry back in the day could hit just about any note he wanted to.
Sadly, I'm not going to be able to pass anything but education off to my kids because
That's important too, though.
Yep.
yes, it is, and that's comforted me for many years. Um,
And hopefully they pick up on some of your love of reading.
yes, indeed, they have. Um, as
That's
for my
something to build.
jeans, they probably need to be washed.
Mm. But if you find anybody that benefits or enjoys the stuff that you passed on, either music knowledge, reading knowledge, or just fun and love of life, I mean, you've done something good for the world.
Well, I've
I mean, hopefully, I've made enough Statesman fans to keep that product in, in production for long.
no, my kids have learned a lot from me, and they are strong and independent and value the education that they have been able to receive scholastically and whatever they have been able to pick up from me and their mothers, because you know that's a bigger part of the equation.
Yeah,
But I hope I've
it's
done
a
right
legacy
by
to be
them.
proud of.
And then Apelian, the world now has over 500 more writers than they did when I started this damn vanity project. Um,
And hopefully, with Three Ravens as your new publisher, you will have even more fans.
well, me, yeah, but Apelian is not about me. It's about new writers learning the chops so that they can sell their work to pro publishers or self-publish on their
Oh,
own and get their stuff out there. And like I said, in the last uh, 20, 27 years, we've been able to give the world at least 500 more brand new writers. Some of
well,
them have gone on to be big names.
that's
But,
awesome.
you know,
What I was getting at is hopefully through Three Ravens, you will have fans, maybe some that's never thought about making novels before, and they reach out to you and you mention Apelian to them, and they submit stuff, and you continue that work.
There's a guy that loads up the vending machines at work that sent me 3 chapters of something he was working on. I'm going, finish it, I will publish it. You don't finish it, you're not going to want to try and be a provider. You
Yeah.
have to finish every story before you send it in.
Yeah.
And I'm going, oh, this is, it's a fantasy story, which
Mhm.
is not my major genre, but this was exceptionally well done, very different, very imaginative, not run of the mill. And I loved it so far. So far, what I've gotten. But I told him, if you finish it, I want it. Or you can go and publish it yourself on Lulu, like you and and girl, because Lulu is a great resource for people that are trying to indie publish.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me,
I
not
favor
my
it a bit.
cigarette.
Mm. I favor Lulu quite a bit. I think we got Zach hooked on it.
I certainly hope so. Um,
Well, when he saw what.
it's so versatile though. It doesn't have to be science fiction. It doesn't have to be fantasy. It could
Mhm.
be science, true crime, whatever. It's Lulu. Just do the best work you can.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
Get Uncle
uh,
Carl to design the cover, and you're a shoe in for a bestseller. Um,
well,
hey,
I don't know about that, but
it's
and the great thing about Lulu is you can put it out anywhere you want. You can put it in Barnes and Noble. You can put it on the Zon. If you really want to go that way, I mean, any place out there.
The thing is, with Lulu, you get to keep more of your money for yourself.
Exactly.
yes.
Which, if you do
Uh,
enough sales on Amazon, it might be all right. But if you're not going to be one of those that's getting an orange tag every so often, you're probably better off with Lulu.
Hmm.
um, well, it's
You got to weigh these things. I mean, it's just what you want out of it.
you do. Um, there's a difference between exposure, promotion, and the sheer quality of what you've done,
Yeah.
shining through and gaining its own audience. Thank
Yeah.
you, Drunk Dan. Shut up. Um,
Didn't say anything.
I don't know who's driving the wheel here, but okay.
it's a
Don't worry,
committee.
Dan. You just got 7 more minutes to go.
It's a committee. I don't know who's driving, but hey, I got the boat. Who's got the bus? I don't know. Um, probably Chris.
If
He can
there's a
drive.
subject that comes up that we take a liking to, we'll run with it for a little bit.
Usually.
Or several weeks. Um, we're obsessive that way.
That's part of the fun, though.
Hmm.
We can decide to table it for a while, and then we'll come back to it.
All right.
Exactly.
Now, for anybody that's interested, Chris is the fireman for Helicon, and he's so much more than that. But if there's any fires that break out, any emergencies, Chris is Johnny on the spot. Joe Dog's right hand man.
Right and left.
Right and left. Yeah. It doesn't give Chris enough credit. Um, Aunt Donna is one of those authors where you just go, "What the? You did? You went there, and then you went there, and then you did a whole nother and amazing stuff. Really amazing stuff. Um,
And she's like, yeah, I did. Somebody had to.
you
Yep.
really. Um, some of it is recommended for adults. Some of it is, oh my God. And some of it is just, oh, this is so cool. And Uncle Carl,
That
uh,
kind of sums up Aunt Donna real well.
Mm-hmm.
I tried. Um, Uncle Carl, hey, um,
Now that dude's
mystery,
weird.
mystery, um, psych,
Creepy.
psychologically weird, but logical, and um,
And there's a lot more
encourage him
going
to
on
write
there.
some more because you know 3 books is not enough. Um, me, I write science fiction, fantasy, tinges of romance, just kind of adventure stories. Um, and then Emily's just this
Come here.
cool character that we know who is just so awesome that we just can't imagine doing a show without her.
Yep.
Um,
Come here.
she just everything and 10% more all rolled up into one. Um,
Come here.
now, okay, it's got to be right close to bedtime story time.
Yep. 3 minutes. You about got it all up.
I about got it right in the deadline.
Yep. Okay.
Um,
Yeah,
I'd like
folks.
to thank my cat and my dog and my wife for putting up with me because I'm a I'm a goofy bugger.
It,
Um,
folks, if you're interested in submitting a story for publication, if you've got it mostly done, send it to look up Apillion Webzine. They've got good people there that can help you further your writing career.
we have managed to educate, which is a really bad word. We have managed to help over 500 writers that had never written anything more than daydreams before turn pro and be published by some of the pro publishing houses. Now,
You helped make their dreams reality.
yes, and we helped make their reality into other people's dreams.
Is that Calvin?
That's McCallum.
Oh,
Oh, sweet kitty.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And folks, if you're interested in a smaller con with a more personable experience, check out www.halicon.com. We think you'll like what's provided there, and you can't beat the value for the money.
We gotta get Emily to Helicon. We really do.
It conflicts with my stuff. I'd love to, but that's one of my biggest seasons is Halloween.
One of these days we'll figure out how to make it work.
Unless I could run like a makeup booth or something, like, because I do like complete special effects during Halloween time.
Yeah.
That's
That
the only
sounds
way
like-
I can get my ass down there.
That actually sounds like a very good panel, Chris.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
I'm licensed too, yeah. Passed test, got everything,
Yeah.
yeah.
She's got a license to thrill. All right, folks, I'm going to hit the bedtime story.
Yep.
You ain't got to
1
go
o'clock.
home, but you can't stay here. Everybody here knows that I don't have to go to work in the morning. The alarm clock is not going to go off. You do not have to leave just because I have to draw you down to play the bedtime story.
Go good, guys.
Night, everyone.
Good night,
We love
everybody.
you, and thank you for being here. And if you think I'm drunk now, wait till February.
Excuse me.
Have you
Roll.
figured out the button?
Transmission overload.
System will shut down.
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 Transmission overload.
System will shut down. System will shut down. System will shut down.